Okay, so apparently there are furry clubs and furry classes being held in colleges now. A TikTok went viral recently showcasing a fursuit crafting course being offered at Stanford University. Despite the post going viral and leaving its target audience, it actually had a pretty positive reception in the long run, and it brought to light the thriving furry scene on the campus, including a furry club and the community built around it. And this is just really, really cool in my opinion, especially when you think of that this is Stanford, like Stanford University, one of the top colleges in the world. I never thought we'd see the day where one, we'd see furry clubs on any sort of college campus, or two, let alone a fursuit making course that's one, accepted by the school, two, fully funded by them, and three, well, the school being Stanford University. As someone who went to school and was a furry midway through it, I really, really wish I had some sort of furry scene or furry community for people to meet and get to know, both within the furry community and get to know other fellow engineers or people within the degree that I'm going for. That would have been awesome. It would have helped with all sorts of networking. I would have probably gotten a job and I wouldn't be a YouTuber now, which, take it or leave it, maybe is a good thing, maybe not, depending how you look at me. But hey, I'm here and I enjoy what I do, and I'm really thrilled to talk about this today, so let's get into it! Like, in all seriousness, I am super thrilled to be talking about this. I wanted some sort of palate cleanser, some positive little tidbit about furry that I could talk about that wasn't just strictly drama, and strictly he said, she said that, and just, I need something nice. Meet Fia Collie, or Fia Collie. Look, they're the person that put in the application for a fursuit making course, is a part of that whole furry community within the Stanford undergrad community, the furry club there. They ended up posting, guys, the Stanford fursuit making class is hella popular and going insanely well. And you can see all the work in progress fursuit heads in the back with all the foam, the materials, and it looks pretty cool. You wouldn't believe that this is happening at a college, because I remember never having any sort of furry scene at my college, let alone a furry club. Now they have furry classes, fursuit making classes. Well, lo and behold, it's actually a thing. With going off to college or university, the main thing that you're doing is you're stepping outside of your bubble into sort of the real world. Like a little mixing pot of meeting people, socializing. In my opinion, it's one of the biggest parts of becoming an adult. Have a little bit of fun on the side, but mainly study for the degree that you're going for to get a job in the field and then work the rest of your life until you die. Which is partially what I decided to do, except for the job part. I went in, sunk like $250,000 in my degree, and I'm a YouTuber full-time. Isn't this great how it works? The bottom line is when you're in college, you want to meet people. You want to socialize, you want to meet people who have similar hobbies, interests, or a similar degree path to you, and maybe those will be your friends throughout life. And in the case of furry for this, there are furry clubs that are coming into light within the college scene, and I've seen it happening more and more, not just with the Stanford University side of things, but more recently I've seen a lot more furry clubs or furry organizations being created on college campuses. They're being run by undergrads, there's usually some sort of professor who is a furry who helps run it, because that's what you need to make a club or organization. You need to have one faculty advisor or something, I think, maybe. Depends on the college, but at least for me, that was the case there. And you'll usually be encouraged to join whatever club it is that you're interested in, whether it's gaming, coding, computers, lacrosse. I don't know why, I was begged to join lacrosse or something when I was in college, and I don't know if you've seen me, but I'm probably the last person you should be asking to do any sort of sport, period, but a mutual of mine on Twitter known as Fursuito ended up posting this TikTok which shows this fursuit making class in action. Me, because I'm taking the furry class at Floptropica University for fun. And you know what? It looks like a lot of fucking fun. Which I know there have been some courses here and there that kind of dabble within furry, like talk about social psychology behind fandoms, internet culture, and communities, and furries have been brought up. I know there are some like furry professors in many different colleges out there, but never have I seen a fursuit making 101 course. Have you ever been curious about the colorful, cute animal costumes known as fursuits? The furry fandom is a vibrant, diverse, and creative community where people bond over their love of anthropomorphic animal characters. This community also serves as a powerful space for queer self-expression, offering a supportive environment where LGBT identities are celebrated. If you've ever wanted to express yourself by creating your own fursona and transforming it into a wearable work of art, this class is for you. This is so fucking cool. And here's the best part about it. Like, I know it's like a course that's being offered and being taught by an undergrad who's a furry and is just like, oh, we're doing this for fun. First big thing, it's being fully funded by the university. And they received over $4,000 worth of supplies, whether it's for the furs, foams, and whatever materials are needed for the course. But so far, it's supposedly been a massive success. Like, even in the videos that they posted, you can see all the different work in progress fursuit heads in the back. It looks so fucking cool to see this being like accepted as a full-on college class that has credits towards whatever degree you're going for. I mean, let alone the furry scene on that campus, allowing for a very well-organized furry club with like a website and events and community meetups and furry board games, like even highlighting some like notable people within the community. Like, I think Fur Science came by to give a talk about like furry, or at least the social, psychological aspects of it. It's so nice. Like, you have events like this that are being organized for furries on campus, and it's not even just exclusively for furries, anyone can join it, but it's one of those things that's just being celebrated and practiced, and it's given its own little platform or space for those that want to enjoy that hobby and meet others within the hobby. God, this is just, I wish I had this shit when I was in school. So this course was being offered, I believe, for at least this semester or the first quarter of the semester at this school, which again, I don't really know how this school works compared to the school I went to, because instead of like semesters per se, we had 7-week terms. So Calculus 1, take that in 7 weeks. Calculus 2, take that in 7 weeks. Within a whole year of school, you finished all 4 calculus courses. And yes, I had 4 calculus courses, not including Diffie-Qs, Lin-Alg, and yeah, that's really it. That's really all I cared to take from math. But so in terms of the timeline that I saw and how this class came to be, Fia, or I'm just gonna call them Fia Kali, okay? I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I'm probably wrong with your pronunciation, but just know you're doing amazing work. You're doing a better job in school than I did. You're like a sophomore or like junior now, and you're teaching a course. I don't know what the syllabus or layout is for the course, but it honestly sounds really fucking cool. Like, Fia, if you're around, I'd love to interview you to get a bit more info on what you do for this course, because this is really fucking cool. So from what I found, the person teaching the course, known as Fia Kali, ended up putting in a proposition or proposal to teach this course, to have it be a thing, back in early August. And within the month, they got accepted and approved to teach it. And here they are now with all sorts of videos and TikToks and pictures being posted of the progress that is going through this course, with the many work in progress fursuit heads, with the supplies that has been fully funded by the school, and just seeing how much of a success it is, both from the teaching standpoint with the people in the class having a good time and it going really well, and also the reception that is obviously going very well online. And it just looks like a fun little secondary course to take to not only like, one, learn something, but learn potentially a business opportunity. I know a lot of people will probably say like, why are they even teaching fursuit making as a college course? Like, what, you're spending $60,000 a year to learn how to make a fursuit when you can just look it up on YouTube? I get the sentiment of that you can learn anything online if you put the effort into it. The best teacher might be yourself, but having someone there to guide you through a process to learn something from start to finish, and especially have people there to work with, I think is an excellent resource. Because in this case of Fursuit Making 101, you're not just learning how to make a fursuit, you're learning how to sew, you're learning how to apply mold and foam, you're learning a lot of techniques that are used within cosplay, even within like dressing in general. And you gotta think about it in the sense where it's not even trying to take like an easy course for the sake of taking an easy course. It's also learning a set of skills that could potentially set you up to start your own business as well. Because believe it or not, fursuit making is a fully fledged job and career that many people take on. And having the resources here to be able to learn how to do that in college, I think is awesome. And seeing this booming furry scene on campus just kind of goes to show how big of a thing this is now. Like, having a space for furries to be able to do their thing, I think that's great. But I just love seeing stuff like this. So big thank you to Fia Kali for being, a very noteworthy person in the community, trying to build up the furry scene and make it like a nice little thing that people can enjoy, especially within the college class side of things. Go and check out their profile, linked in the description. They'll probably be giving more updates on the class that they're taking, which I'll definitely be, keeping on the lookout for, because I'd love to see how they turn out at the end of this fall, I guess, term or semester, or at the end of the course. But either way, this is just a neat little thing that I wanted to cover today. I think other colleges and student bodies or student organizations out there should absolutely take this into account if you're looking to start some sort of furry club. So on that note, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear any feedback about this subject in general. And if you have any more positive stuff kind of in light of this, similar to this, but not about like colleges in particular, just like kind of like the whole furry identification consent badge video that I did a bit ago. Like, I'm not used to seeing that still. I know it's kind of too good to be true in my belief of it, but like seeing furries well received in this end is kind of nice. Be sure to let me know. I'd love to cover it for a future video, just because I'm gonna be honest, the furry drama, as much as it pays well and pays rent, it's also rather depressing, and I need a palate cleanser, and this was a good one. I want more palate cleansers, so, you know, if you have anything like that, be sure to send it to me if you can. Don't really have any other promotion besides buy my plushie, link in the description if you want to pre-order it. Maverick Protogen, you like Protogens, you like life jackets, you like Maverick. People love Maverick. Someone paid me like $50 to wear him on stream the other day. It was pretty neat. I mean, $50 is $50, but regardless, go and pre-order the plushie, please and thanks. Besides that, I've got nothing else. Have a wonderful night, take care, life stay jacket, treat people like people, and that's about it for me. Take care, guys.